The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. As we are busy with what is happening in the Middle East, something is boiling at home. People are still not ready to let us be. They are still coming back in different forms. And it is the African who is helping. We need to be prepared because the black winter is finally here. The same people that are preaching democracy, telling us who should lead us in this modern world, are the same people who are still on us. We look at what they did in Venezuela in 2019 when they said they didn't like the president at that time. What did they do? They didn't ask for an election. Neither did they ask the people. They only pointed at a man on a street corner and said he was the president. They froze Venezuelans' gold in London. They seized their oil money in America. They tried to manufacture a government from a boardroom in Washington. They told us it was about democracy. But we know the truth. It was about the oil. Now look at the Sahel. Look at Niger. Sadly, the European Union is passing resolutions on March 12, 2026, demanding regime change. Why? Because when the lion wakes up and guides his own goat, the hunter calls it a crisis of democracy. But do we really need this democracy? Are we Westerners that we need to be using their own system of governance? But the predator never hunts alone. He always finds a brother to hold the light. While Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger have kicked out the French boats, a French army general is landing in Benin. Why is he there? He's not there for a safari. He is there because Benin has become the back door. When your neighbor kicks out a thief and you invite that same thief into your guest room to watch the neighbor's fence, you are not a partner. You are a betrayer. The proverb says, the axe forgets, but the tree remembers. Benin is helping the axe sharpen its blade against the Sahelian trees. The West is panicking because the Confederation of the Sahel State is doing the unthinkable. They told us they couldn't survive for 6 months. But now looking at what they are doing, they aren't just talking, they are building one army. They are merging their strength so that no French general can play divide and conquer anymore. One bank, $1 billion investment bank funded by Africans. No Western, no European debt, no IMF, no World Bank. We did it on our own. One voice. When the EU speaks, the AES doesn't tremble. They summon the ambassadors and tell them, keep your resolutions for your own borders.
The French and Ivorian chiefs of staff expected in Cotonou, in Benin. Madam Actor tells you about it. Good evening. We are on Saturday, March the 14th, 2006, according to information reported by Beep Radio. Army Corps General Fructueux Bagwidi, Chief of the General Staff of Benin's Armed Forces, will receive his French and Ivorian counterparts in Cotonou on March 19th. The two visitors are Air Force General Fabien Mandin, Chief of Staff of the French Armed Forces, and Army General Lassina Doumbia, at the head of the Armed Forces of Côte d'Ivoire. These meetings are part of a usual protocol framework between Allied high military commands, but it is also planned on the agenda. Discussions on bilateral military cooperation, the assessment of existing partnerships and the fight against terrorism. More information to follow. This was Madame Octu. Subscribe. There is information to power. After French China sent the European Deputy General Christophe Goumont to the Parliament of the European Union to request the immediate release of Mohamed Bazoum, former president of Niger. We are informed that there is a meeting in Cotonou of the French chiefs of staff, Ivorian and Beninese, to consolidate military cooperation. Why? We are told that Cotonou is hosting on 19th of March the chiefs of staff of the armed forces of Benin, of France and of Côte d'Ivoire. The meeting aims to strengthen military cooperation, assess existing partnerships and coordinate regional efforts to fight insecurity in northern Benin. on the borders with Burkina and Niger. You take us for idiots. How you had said at the European Parliament over there. That Bazoum should be released before April 2nd. Because April 2nd, his perfect mandate, and that not freeing Bazoum meant that your partnership, because you called Bazoum your key partner, was a failure. You said that, so, at what blow, the three chiefs of staff met on Benin, that it is to talk about insecurity on the borders of Niger and Burkina. You will not believe, he said that what Iran is currently trying to do in the Middle East is what Niger is going to do to you. Did you not say that when we speak? You do not listen, you will not believe. All of a sudden like that, in the release of the Bazoums, and at the same time, meeting of the chiefs of staff, your plan will fall through. Because the countries of the AIs, they were waiting for you with feet closed. Since 2024, Captain Ibrahim Touré, President of Burkina, told us to prepare for a high-intensity war. Any weaponry that pays it is for you. The release of Bazoums that you want to carry out. What you're going to see, you're going to have Bazoum already in your hands. Because Bazoum will not be freed. You're dreaming of returning to Niger. They are going to light you up properly, like what Iran was doing in the Middle East. You will not believe, and even the United States currently are lost with what Iran has in mind to show. And that is how Niger will show you color. You will not believe these people in health. Saturday. Since then you became resident, you who enter. Go ahead, I have your attack of the Repose 101. You have a new train, but it is only that they came these 20 minutes. They did 20 minutes. They have them in every way. We confront them. Is not stupid all this. That meeting there, we know that it is because of Bazoum, but he will not be released. And you could do nothing. All your attempts at destabilization in those countries have failed. You yourself know it. You are desperate now. I am coming back to you with new information. I send you lots of kisses. The family, very good news. Very good news, bad news. General Lassina and General Fabien are going to meet in Cotonou, in Benin, to discuss the destabilization of the EIs. General Lassina. The Air Brigade General Lassina. From Côte d'Ivoire and the Brigade General Air Force Fabien from France are going to meet in Cotonou to discuss the destabilization of Burkina Faso, of Mali and of Niger. I have always told the authorities, let us be careful, let us be vigilant. The people of the IS, let us be careful. I have always said, people always say, when you talk about Côte d'Ivoire and Burkina, we are not brother countries. Côte d'Ivoire remains Côte d'Ivoire. The money, the wealth of Côte d'Ivoire concerns the Ivorians. Burkina Faso is Burkina Faso. The wealth of Burkina Faso concerns Burkina Faso. Today it is the same Côte d'Ivoire that is still seeking, with the Westerners, to destabilize Burkina Faso. There is not a country that seeks morning, noon, evening. It is Côte d'Ivoire that is always seeking to destabilize Burkina Faso. But we are here. Brigade General Abu Jama Chani. General Azmi Koueta, the copy, the Tonte regret. Let us always be ready, and let us always be vigilant. The intelligence services did not do their work, and we will see. Thanks to the FDS and the VDP, the brave one, the patronist otherwise, it would not have been long for us. Thanks to the AS authorities, we're keeping an eye on them. We're not in a hurry. As we always say, they count us, they bite us, they hit us. It's people looking for trouble. Trouble isn't looking for them. We're set. We're waiting for you at the Carrefour. Mouse drunk there, they know the cat's crossroads. Hey, mouse drunk there. They know the cat's crossroads. Thanks, okay, we continue the fight.
Like our all-in-all General Dramani Chiani told them, whatever decisions that you take is only in your jurisdiction because we are not part of you. The tragedy is the worship of the process. We have leaders in Africa who would rather follow a rule book written in Berlin in 1884 than follow the heartbeat of their own issues. They scream legality while their people die of legal poverty. They defend the borders drawn by the colonizer while they betray the brothers born of the same mother. Like Julius Maada Bio rightfully told us, they protect borders instead of protecting their people. They protect borders instead of protecting the people. The era of the remote control is over. We saw what you did in Venezuela. You tried to steal a nation soul by picking its leader. We see what you are doing in Benin, trying to sneak back into the house that's already thrown you out. But the Sahel is no longer a playground. It is a fortress. This is how they always go around with their regime change, demanding that people follow what they want us to do, like what they are trying to do in Iran, and Iran rose up to fight. The most painful aspect is the leaders that we have that are still worshipping the same people. Yet these people will come out telling us how much they love us, how much they are fighting for the African. That's the most painful aspect. And so these people to team up with the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso for us to fight for our total liberation, we have our leaders who are bowing to these people and not thinking about the hunger, the legal hunger we are dying of. Now, our leaders prefer to tell the world how much they have protected democracy and not how much they have protected their own citizens from dying of hunger, from dying of thirst. Benin is bringing back what they have kicked out, because the African will always betray his brother in order to please the oppressor. And this is the time for us all as the youth to come together united. Let us send a message to them. This is no longer the era of the 1920s. This is the era of a new civilization, a new Africa, where we decide who leads us. Just like they tried to do in Iran, and Iran decided not to allow them. We can never allow democracy to continue to rule in Africa, because we are not Westerners. Just as they cannot accept anything of the African, we should not continue to accept anything. Go to China, go to Russia, go to North Korea. Why are they not imposing this same democracy on the people? Are we not larger than North Korea? Why are they not forcing Kim to accept their way of life? And always it is the African that needs to bow down to other people. And it is you, the youth, that need to wake up, because majority of us are still sleeping, and we believe that without the oppressor's rule, we can never go anywhere. But we need to sit down and ask ourselves, why are these people pushing democracy when our resources are looting? Why are they interested in giving us democracy when we do not have hospitals in our beds? We do not have good drinking water. We do not have better education. We have nothing for ourselves. Yet, they expect us to continue to practice the same democracy. If it is good, why are they giving it to us? And besides, why should they be the same people to tell us who they expect to rule us when they claim we are independent? United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world. In Africa, West Africa, in Benin.